Hello and welcome back to Analysis Review. The Eurozone crisis is back with a vengeance. An inconclusive election in Greece saw big gains for populists and extremists, but gave no one party a working majority. It did, however, send one clear message. Voters are fed up with austerity, but international lenders say there is no alternative. So with both sides at loggerheads, the question that many feared all along is now on the agenda. What if Greece exits the euro? With me to discuss this are Peggy Hollinger, FT leader writer, and our capital markets editor, Richard Milne. Welcome to you both. Peggy, start with you. After that election result, have we moved closer to the point where we ask, is it time for Greece to go, or it's inevitable?
Well, I think there has to be a risk, doesn't there, after the election this weekend? I mean, one of the real key questions here is just how badly do the Greeks want to stay in the euro? It's up to them to decide. 70% say that they want to stay in the euro, and yet they vote in a collection, diverse collection of political parties, many anti-austerity. They haven't made up their minds yet.
Right, but it's still, ultimately, they've got to make the decision.
They have to make the decision. Yeah. It's up to them to decide.
Right. Richard, it's not the first time that we've been here looking at this scenario. Is this any different?
Well, yeah, I think both from the policymaker side and the market side, every time something happens with Greece, people hope it's the last time we're going to have to deal with Greece, and it just comes back again and again. I think it is different. It's more serious. We're
but
reaching
why?
real.
Why?
Real
is it because
fatigue.
it's gone political that basically now we're seeing the leadership has essentially the established leadership has lost control?
I think you've reached the limit in both the debtor countries like Greece and in creditor countries like Germany of what's acceptable, what's possible. And you also see, you know, if Greece were to leave the euro, I mean, it's not going to do it in a nice, smooth way. This is going to be messy. It's going to be horrible. The question is just how horrible.
You could say markets have now had quite a long time to prepare. I mean, put bluntly, do they care anymore? One hears that a lot of the banks have written down their stuff, their exposures to.
And there is an argument that it wouldn't be as disastrous for the Eurozone if Greece exited now, as opposed to 2 years ago, when we were in a much worse state to actually deal with it. We've had 2 years to think about it. We've had 2 years to plan for it. Clearly, there must be a plan B for an exit of Greece. We all want Greece to stay in. But if it has to go, it has to go. And I think that actually we're much more resilient.
Well, and I think you saw that when Greece did default just a couple of months ago. You did see that resilience. But there is still that Lehman question, in the sense we sort of prepared ourselves for that default. But I don't think controlled default. They wouldn't sort of say, well, this weekend we're going to do it. We'll just wake up one morning and it will have happened. And those kind of shocks